Alright, just some small supports for our two Fated One Keter cards. So let's begin. So we start off with the Liael stuff with Divine Sister, Kukin, Amin, which is a grade 1 with K-Powering the skill is auto when bound from rear guard by the ability of your at least grade 3 Liael. Choose one of your units, gets us 5k power, but if you use Divine Skill during the fight, you choose 2 units instead. Once again, another one of those units that give you some extra benefits if it's bound. Only issue is you have other better targets than this, so I don't really see a reason to run this. But one that I do see a reason to run is Knight of Glistening Blade Rezael, which is a grade 2 with 10k power and the skill is auto when placed on rearguard, and if you have at least a grade 3 Vanguard Liael, cost Soul Blast 1, look top side cards of your deck to choose up to one either grade 3 Liael or Blessed Dragon Gabwellius and reveal it and put it in your hand, of course, shuffle deck. Yes, they're putting Gabwellius in Leo's deck, which actually makes sense because Gabwellius is within future Ikari or Erica, so trying to support Gabwellius with Liael actually makes a lot of sense. And being a searcher that can get you your Liael is actually very helpful because it actually lets you activate the Divine Skill easier along with Persona Riding. But do watch out for the Soul because the deck uses quite a bit of Soul, so just remember that. But the second skill makes it even better, where count rearguard during your turn if you have at least a grade 3 Vanguard Liael plus 5k, but there's Gabwellius in the rearguard or bind zone plus 10k instead. So basically it's just a big beater while you're on grade 3. And luckily there's no bind condition as well, so you could actually hit early game with big beaters as well, which is also pretty nice. So I have to say this is worth a new good addition. And now for the Rezael stuff, we start out with Veteran Knight Marsoon, which is grade 2 with 10k power and the skill is auto rearguard. When another unit is placed on top of this unit by your at least grade 3 Rezael, cost counterblast 1, draw a card, and then choose one of your units. It gives us 5k power in your turn. Stealing Alden's abilities, I see, or doing the Jewel Knight playstyle, but this isn't entirely too bad. It wasn't for the fact that Raziel's playstyle focuses on top decking your stuff with triggers. So you don't really want to draw your card either, so this is kind of a pass. But in a way, also not a very bad card either. Now, one card that you might play, especially to replace Cerregon if they ever hit it, is Knight of Solemn Lance Sylvilus, which is grade 1 with K-Power and the skill is auto when placed on rearguard by your at least grade 3 Vanguard Rezael, cost Soul Blast 1, your whole entire front row gets plus 5k power in your turn. That is actually pretty nice, especially since Rezael's superior cards usually have no extra power, unless if you're at the king by putting the extra Rezael in Soul. So that itself is already pretty nice. But the second skill is auto rearguard. At the end of this unit boost, if it was placed by your at least grade 3 Vanguard Rezael this turn, cost bind this unit to draw a card. This is so you do not get to recycle this from the drop zone, hence why the bind, but basically lose itself to draw one card, which is kind of like Cerregon or the Painkiller, but obviously Cerregon is better since it goes to the drop zone, but if they ever hit Cerregon, this will kind of replace the slots, and also this has the extra 5k power buff, which is also pretty nice. But for now, this is probably just a 2-of just for the extra power gain. And then finally, next week, we got the new Basagra line, along with her new weapons. Hopefully this does not replace her old weapons and completely rebuild the whole entire deck entirely, because that's what I'm a little worried about, since new form Basagra might also replace the weapons overall. So that's it for the new support for Liael and Rezael. What do you guys think of it? They're just okay support. I mean, for now, they're not going to do anything big. I still hope for a new form of Liael Amorta. As for Rezael, they didn't reveal that Griffin yet, so meaning that it's probably going to be in the next set. But as for the support, they're not too bad. Extra searching is pretty nice, and a card that might replace Cerregon in the future with some extra power buff is also pretty nice. But in that's it for this, and see you next time.